Hi, my name is Brandon, and I'm an alcoholic and addict in recovery. It's no secret that the holidays have the potential to be lonely times, especially if you don't have people to spend them with. So today I wanted to give a few ideas for anybody who is looking for some way to connect with people over the holidays if you don't have family or friends that you're going to be spending time with. So there's three big ways that I can think of to connect with people. And the first, of course, is through in-person recovery-based meetings. So if you are in recovery and you have a recovery community that you're a part of in the city where you live, then you may already be aware of events that are taking place. For instance, here in San Antonio, the group called the Golden Ticket is having a big, almost all day, I think it's an almost all day event where people are going to be speaking and there's going to be a meal served. And we've got several other groups in town that are doing something similar. So look at your town and see what is available. It could be that just the local place where you have your AA meetings or your NA meetings or whatever is open and available for people to come, to congregate, and to be together if they don't have other folks to be with during the day. Now, if you live in a place where there aren't a lot of in-person options for recovery-based meetings, or you don't have that kind of community where you live, then online meetings are a great place to look for that kind of connection. It's not the same, and it's not, some people don't find it a suitable substitute for in-person connection. But it certainly is better than nothing at all. And we might as well use technology to our advantage when we're in these kinds of situations. If COVID's taught me anything, it's that when I need a meeting but can't get to one, going to one online is better than not going to one at all. So to find meetings online, for example, for AA, you can go to and I'll put this link in the comments as well, but aa-intergroup.org/meetings. And this is a list of all the meetings that are available during the day to attend online. Some of these meetings you do need to reach out to email someone beforehand for a password to get into the meeting via Zoom. A lot of them are, and most of them are via Zoom. Some of them have some different software they use, but most of them are via Zoom. And some of them just have the Zoom link directly on the page that you'll pull up. So it's a really easy way to get into a meeting, to connect with people. And it's also an easy way to get somewhere where if you are struggling and don't have anybody else to reach out to, a lot of these meetings, they'll have a pre-meeting, they'll have a post-meeting where you can stay and chat and find someone who might have some time to talk to you a little bit more on the phone. So the other really good way to spend time, if you have time to spend on the holidays, is to volunteer. Now, unfortunately, in a pandemic situation like we're in, some of the volunteer opportunities that I'm seeing for San Antonio, in specific, have been scaled back a lot. So a lot of the meal delivery services and things like that normally would require a lot of volunteers, that's not happening at the scale it normally did. Nevertheless, there's a few places you can look to find volunteer opportunities. You know, the first thing I did was just search San Antonio Thanksgiving volunteer opportunities. And that brought up a lot of different individual pages, even news articles about where to volunteer on Thanksgiving. But the other two sites that I looked at were volunteermatch.com, and that's a site that I've used before to find volunteer opportunities outside the holidays. And then Eventbrite is also another great way to find volunteer opportunities. The other thing that you can do if you live in a community that has a food bank or that has any other kind of service organization that operates on and really relies on volunteers is you can call them directly. Call them directly today and say, hey, do you need any help tomorrow? I'm available. Here's what time I can spend, and see what they have to say. So those are three ways that I know of that you can plan for spending time either being hooked into the recovery community or doing something for other people in order to avoid a situation that a lot of us might find ourselves in on a holiday, which is being alone and being in a position where going back to drinking or using starts to feel like an attractive idea. And even if we don't get that far, just being unhappy, being discontent, being miserable, it's much better to spend our time in other ways. And these are a few of the different ways you might be able to do that. That's it for today. I will be back tomorrow with a short video about gratitude, but in the meantime, I hope everybody has safe travels if you're traveling. Take care of yourselves, and if you do need to prep to be by yourself tomorrow, think about the things that you might be able to do, because it's better to plan ahead and not need to pursue some of these things than it is to find yourself in a position where you wish you had.